Broadcasting to all 27 star systems from our interstellar headquarters in Heijiangai, this is the Fatherhood News. Good evening. We start today's program with the news that the Alliance election has started. The two main contenders in this election will be the current Prime Minister-designate, Edmund Mahone, who will be seeking to be the first Prime Minister to serve more than one term, and the ever-outspoken Councillor Kane, who is known for her stance against the alliance dependent on corporations and superpowers.
In more news, the GD69 League have continued to drive back Kia Dynamics company forces as they march on to the scientific facility of dynamic energy analysis. Large fleets of corvettes and federal gunships are overpowering the conflict zones with their Cyto-scramblers and packhounds. Without external support, this facility will fall in the next 2 cycles.
As reported on in the last cycle, the Agile Vipers and Eagles of BD plus 65-210 were of no match for the heavy firepower of the forces of Akhenaten Democrats. All the while, the SRVs and federal gunship assault continues on Baraneki Arsenal. Experts predict that the tide of this war is most certainly shifting in favor of the Democrats.
The Hoda Network and the Social Democrats' peace talks are still underway in Schwanport. The hope of working out a joint venture for the communal biological innovations and reduction in RRR services in Curzon City are the key points of discussion. However, citizens from both locations are continuing to evacuate and take refuge in the Great Palace.
Ndozen State Incorporated have officially declared war on the new V491 per se law party. In response to this action, Deputy Chief Justice Derek Barron issued this condemnation.
It is unclear why this war was declared. We were conducting war games outside of Ocampo Depot. Any evidence that we breached this depot's no-fire zones cannot be relied on. It was simply not presented in line with the revised reporting format issued only last week. Hence, it must be struck out of consideration. We appeal to all factions that this war is in fact illegal, and as such, we will either accept control over Ocampo Depot peacefully, or we will take it by force as recompense for this outrageous crime against our faction.
Now here's Tamaya Sutton with The Distant Return.
A heavy jolt and flashing red lights woke up Mad Dog MacD from his slumber as he dragged his tired body to the main ship panel. He turned the alarms off and cursed at them. Trying to fully open his eyes, the Master on board cockpit voice assistant blared out. Hull integrity at 89%. Mad Dog MacD told it to shut up, rubbing his head and trying to stretch. That's when he saw the empty glass of Aaron and Pearl whiskey from last night. That may not have been a good idea, he muttered under his breath and began fixing what he could. After a morning of repairs, he sat in his pilot chair and reviewed his flight plan. 16 jumps left to waypoint 9. Best to take it easy on the old girl, he thought, and began his jump sequence. Flying through the night to reach waypoint 9, Mad Dog MacD took stock of his surroundings. Clusters of neutron stars covered his view screen, all discovered, but that didn't stop him from visiting a few. Ever the optimist, he hoped one may have been missed. Alas, this region of the galaxy looked to be well traveled. He stood looking out into the galactic core. He thought to himself, SAG-A is now 100 jumps away. Mad Dog MacD powered down his ship, started to go to bed when the elegant bottle of Aaron and Pearl whiskey sparkled in the light of 1,000 stars, and he thought, one glass wouldn't hurt.
Have you ever wanted to visit Colonia but didn't want to go alone? Well, Green Squadron has just the trip for you. Come aboard one of 5 fleet carriers departing the 17th of January from Heijiangai for the once-in-a-lifetime, all-inclusive journey to Colonia. See the best sights in the galaxy and take part in pre-planned entertainment, which includes speed bowling, SRV mountain climbing, piloting an SRV in orbit, neutron jousting, a glowing green gas giant, and many other rare sights. The fleet carriers will be stocked with resources to assist in gaining access to the Colonia engineers. Hurry and reserve your seat now by using the !rank Fleet Carrier Passenger Command in the Bot Commands channel on the Fatherhood Discord server. This journey is open to all commanders.
In a galaxy where the factions of humanity are always fighting, something is found that will divide them even more. It's no moon, and it certainly isn't a space station.
Commander Deslov has woven a story of suspense and drama, and he needs your help. Talent from anywhere within the elite dangerous galaxy is requested to fill acting and filming roles for his production of
Distinction.
So if you're interested in being a part of this production, please contact Commander Deslov, D-E-S-L-O-V, in the Fatherhood Discord server. Attention Blue Squadron. Are you tired of owning high-intensity CZs in your hyper-engineered Corvette? Are you a relatively new commander who would like to dip their feet into elite combat for the first time? Well, do we have the event for you. Join us for Suck! Small Ship Ultra Combat Carnage on Saturday, January 9th at 1900 UTC. Bring your small combat ships, engineered or stock, and we will wing up and hunt pirates and attempt to decimate conflict zones together. Specific in-game locations to be determined. Hope to see you there, Blue Squadron.
In what has been seen as a savvy political maneuver, the current interim leader of the autocracy of Antobri, Prince Roland Cortel, arrived in Conway Enterprise with a flotilla of orcas, filled with the former expelled Blair clansmen who were thought to have kidnapped the missing king. This act has thrown the annexation plans of the official Antobri party into turmoil, with official vote counters say this election is too close to call.
In a shocking turn of events, Shuijing Netcom's organization has lost the first cycle of the retender process for Tanner Penal Colony in Ashandras. In reaction to this news, their influence in LTT 11503 and Shuijing fell sharply, with citizens fearing major job losses if their control of this facility is lost.
Phoenix Corp in Gomkrua are mounting a comeback this cycle in the election for Jinshao Arsenal, taking the fifth day of election from Gomkrua Corporation. Loyal commanders from Darvel Star System have been retrofitting combat and exploration vessels with passenger cabins and transporting out-of-system voters to Sinclair Station and Brunel Hub. If they can maintain this momentum, there will be very little Gomkrua Corporation could do to stop them.
Lynn's Silver Life Partners' major advertisement campaign has been dominating the airwaves of Dunbar Colony, Tull Hub, and Jones Prospect. The funding for this campaign has been called into question. However, while this investigation is ongoing, results for the second day show a win for Lynn's Silver Life Partners over LFT 269 Corporation.
After months of speculation, our reporter Hargrove Higgins brings us this very special announcement.
The Fatherhood News has just learned that the current governor of Mentor, Commander Jack Jailbird Harper, and his partner welcomed a new baby boy into their family. After a number of rumors and gambling establishments began taking bets on the name of the new baby, the Fatherhood News can exclusively reveal the baby has been named Rowan. If your bet is a winner, be sure to cash out in the allotted amount of time. And, from myself, Hargrove Higgins, and all of us here at the Fatherhood News, we would like to congratulate the governor and his family on their new arrival.
In other news, family of Ashandra's local security forces have reported they've suffered a major attack, Lockdown processes are in place and local checkpoint signal sources are also active in Ashandras. This has been met with anger by Ashandra's Dominion, with Deathwatch Tick telling the Fatherhood News that these checkpoints need to stop harassing their pilgrimage ships.
Ashandra's 5, our planet, is our holy ground. These checkpoints are forcing our teachers who have taken a vow of silence to break their holy oath. If this continues, it is my responsibility as Death Watcher to protect the flock, and I fear nothing. For we are blessed by Shul, and death be his name.
For the Fatherhood News, I have been Zane Shepherd.
And I'm Chance Cook. Remember, Commanders, don't dream of the stars, fly amongst them. Thank you all, and good night.